There are stains on your photo, little cracks on your rusty frame, stuck in the mud, oh, but it's okay. I don't have the pieces of your home, buried in the flashbacks. All these wicked nightmares have gone cold. Now we go way, way back, as far as way back goes, still standing by your side.
What's up, you guys? Grace with Grace Lee Fitness here with y'all, and I just want to show you guys my first meal of the day. And I want to show you guys that diet food isn't always diet food looking. So I have a hamburger here with fries. Here's the burger with pepper jack cheese. I got 6 pot stickers. I have 2 of these pickles, 2 servings of this reduced sugar ketchup, 0 calorie mustard. And then, yeah, this is the first meal of the day. I'm gonna build that burger first. Here's what the complete meal looks like with the burger built. And then I have soy sauce vinegar mix for the pot stickers.
You grew old in suburbia, we're pretty demons.
Alright guys, I want to show you guys how I stay successful. Like for today, I want to be on point with my macros, so I kind of drafted what I am going to be having. Alright, so I use the app MyFitnessPal, and I basically inputted most of everything. So today's breakfast or brunch was 91 carbs, 12 fat, 45 protein. I actually only had 1 serving of this Heinz ketchup, so I can change that to 1. Typically I do this on my iPhone, by the way, but I also have it on my iPad. Then I already planned out some rough draft snacks, and these can change anytime. Like typically these snacks are not till either after dinner, or if I'm really hangry after later today after all my errands, then maybe I'll have a Greek yogurt. But I'm just kind of playing around with what I have available, but those can change. And then I have my dinner pretty much set up. So I've had this dinner before, so I know exactly how much of what I'll need. But it's basically, I have like 6 tacos, and then I'm using the Greek yogurt, lean beef, and all that. And I'll show you guys this meal later today. But yeah, you guys. And then on the bottom here, it says my goals. So my goal is 234 carb, 228. My goal is 48 fat. Right now it's at 44. My goal for protein is 113. And right now it's kind of high, 122. But yeah, you guys, this is a smart way to stay successful, is just pre-planning your meals ahead of time. And if you are trying to eat out, I highly recommend you go on MyFitnessPal or whatever and look up the nutrition info of the restaurant or place you're going to eat at, and then plan your meals around that eating out meal. Because typically when you eat out, it is higher macros overall, higher fats, carbs, and not as high of protein depending on where you eat. But yeah, you guys, you need to adjust for where you're eating out. So typically on the weekends, I like to figure out where I want to eat out before I, start eating for the day, because I don't want to basically use up all my fats and then not really be able to have what I want for dinner. So I plan a lot of my meals around my dinner, but that's just me. Alright, you guys, so as you do or do not know, I have been cutting for the past 4+ months now. I went from 152 pounds to 134 point something as my lowest weigh-in so far. When I share my progress photos and show my before and afters with people, a lot of people's first reaction and question is, what program are you following? What regiment are you following? And you guys, I always tell them, number one, it comes down to a caloric deficit, whether you're creating that with your exercise or food. For me and most people, we primarily create that deficit through diet, because unless your job is to train all day, I'm not that active throughout the day. My job is pretty sedentary as I edit YouTube videos, make content for you guys, and I also work with online clients. So a lot of that is done sitting down. All right, so as I was saying, I create most of my deficit through diet. And so number one is being in a caloric deficit. I take it a step further and I count my macronutrients, or what is commonly known as flexible dieting, if it fits your macros, counting of your macros. So yes, I do count my macros, but I also, make sure I have a balanced overall diet. And the way I eat foods that people kind of question, like, oh, is that diet food? Because before, when I used to show up at a job and stuff, I would bring my own food. And if it wasn't like chicken breast, broccoli, brown rice, or salad, people would comment like, oh, is that a diet, your diet food? Or that's not on your diet, is it? And stuff like that. But guys, it comes down to the calories most of all, and then your macros. So I count my macros, so therefore I count my calories, because I have macro goals, and when I hit those macro goals, I am in a deficit. So don't overcomplicate it. Don't overcomplicate it. If you guys have never lost weight before, or try to be in a deficit, I would first recommend counting your calories. Try to be in maintenance, count your calories for a few weeks, get used to weighing your foods, get used to tracking things on apps. Like, I use MyFitnessPal. You could also do it old school or write it on actual notebook. But yeah, I use MyFitnessPal to track my calories, my macros. I know there are other apps out there, but I'm just really comfortable with using that, MyFitnessPal, because I've been using it for years. But yeah, track your calories first for a few weeks. Then when you get comfortable with that, you can drop your calories a little bit, start being in a deficit. Start at a slight deficit, and if you're not dropping fat or dropping weight on a weekly basis, don't sweat it, just adjust as necessary. So if you're not making the progress you want the first week, then adjust. And I also wanted to say that sometimes the hardest weeks of a diet or trying to lose weight is the first 2 to 3 weeks, sometimes even 4, because you're trying to gauge your body's metabolism. You're trying to figure out where the calories should be for your body to be in a deficit. I definitely would not recommend just putting a generic number, or using the goals on MyFitnessPal. It's not accurate because it doesn't know your exact body composition, doesn't know your metabolism and all that. So I would just make adjustments yourself and start at a slight deficit from like what an online calculator would say your maintenance is. If you're dropping weight too fast, add back calories. If you're dropping weight too slow, then start taking out some calories, but don't make huge adjustments. I'm talking like 50 calories to 100 at a time. And just be patient, you guys. Patience is key. But yeah, when people ask me what my secret is, or what secret program or regimen or diet plan or meal plan I'm not on a meal plan. I am, flexible dieting. I am counting my macronutrients, and I'm just tracking everything the best I can, weighing my foods, and that's all it comes down to, you guys. There's no secret. You just need to be in a deficit, and then I count my macros to help with my body composition, so that I can maintain as much muscle mass as possible. And yeah, you guys, that is like the premise of today's video, but I will be still showing you guys my dinner. What's up, you guys? I just got back from Target, and I got some more 96 lean beef, ground beef. I got 2 of these packages. Let's see. Then I got Reese a really tough toy. So I got him a toy yesterday, and within less than 5 minutes of me unboxing it or whatever, and giving it to him, he destroyed it and ripped it open. That was like the second toy in a row he destroyed in less than 5 minutes. So this is supposed to be the world's toughest soft dog toy. But what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to take this stuff off, and I'm not going to give it to him as if it's like an exciting thing. I'm just going to place it on the ground, and hopefully that will deter him from like ripping it to shreds. Like, I don't understand, like, when I give him a brand new toy and I make him do tricks for it, I think he thinks it's like food and he like destroys it, but he has other toys that are not destroyed, so I'm just not gonna treat this toy as if it's like a treat. I'm just gonna take all this crap off, and then I'm just gonna put it on the floor, so hopefully he won't destroy it. Another exciting purchase, I got this napkin holder just because I've been putting my napkins in a glass Tupperware container like that. So this is a need, $4.99. Voila, there's my nice napkin holder. He noticed the toy, you guys. I just put it with the rest of his toys down there, and the first thing he did when he got down here was see that toy. Hopefully he doesn't destroy this one. Most likely not, because this is supposed to be a tough toy, quote unquote. Now he's gonna take it to his bed and try to destroy it like the last one. I also like how Reese is going in his baby bed. That is his baby bed. He's way too big for it, but for some reason he likes it now. So I'm about to cook, and he always stands right by me, mainly because I think he wants to pick up some food. Even though he doesn't ever succeed. But I am about to make some homemade pico. Guys, pico is super easy. All it is tomato. I eyeball how much onion I want, then probably half this jalapeno. Usually I do like 6 tomatoes, so that's like a lot of pico, but I'm doing a half a serving, so just half of this, a bunch of cilantro, and yeah, I eyeball everything. Chop up the Roma tomatoes. Alright guys, so I found a way to cut or chop a white onion pretty quick. And what you do is you first cut down the center, and you want to go across this part here. You want this to stay intact. So see how I kept that right there? So I cut across the center. And then I'm going to peel off the layers we don't need. So this is what you got right here. And then I'm going to go basically fan it out, but I'm not going to cut like all the way past this, because this is what's holding it together right here. So we're just going to go like this and all the way around it. Okay, so we fanned it around, cut like this, and now we're just gonna, this is the easy part, just gonna chop it. See how nice that is? And it stays together. So, found this hack out through YouTube. Once you get to the end, you just get this, make it flat, and then go like this and chop around it. And then you can chop this way. I added half the onion. I love onion, so that's why I put so much. Got the jalapeno. If you don't like spicy, then I would recommend you take out the membrane, so all this and the seeds. Okay, now we're gonna get the cilantro. I like to fold it in half and bunch it up, and then just roughly chop it. Now we're gonna cut this lime in half, and I'm gonna squeeze the whole lime into the pico. Then we're gonna add some salt to taste. I like to pour salt in, mix it, taste it. It's looking like. Here's the finished product. Alright, so I'm gonna put this in the fridge, and let it sit. Usually it's good to let it sit for at least 30 minutes before serving. It definitely improves the taste. We're gonna put these taco shells on the pan, just preheat it in the oven. And it's just standard part of the instructions. And then I got these nacho ones. Now we're gonna make the easiest ground taco meat ever. I bought this at the store, just Taco Bell seasoning. And then we're gonna use one whole thing of this and literally just follow the instructions. Step 1, brown the meat. So the meat is pretty browned. I'm not gonna drain it because it's already lean. Add 3/4 cup water. Add taco seasoning mix. Bring this to a boil. And stir it. This is like the easiest thing ever, you guys. And these flavor taco seasoning packets come in all kinds of heat, like mild, hot. And then it also has a lot of brands if you look in the seasoning section. Once this comes to a boil, we're gonna put it on simmer for 10 minutes. I also measured out some of this old El Paso fat-free refried beans. Macros are 90 calories, 0 fat, 16 carb, 5 protein per serving. Best way to heat this up is on the stove. I heat it up, kind of start at medium, then push it to low and stir frequently. Alright you guys, so here is this buffet style, but not really because everything's been macroed. So I have 2 nacho hard tacos, 4 yellow, lean ground beef, 179 grams with the seasoning, and I accounted for the water and it being cooked. I got the refried beans. I have Greek yogurt, plain Greek yogurt. And then I usually use the same amount of the pico and this, and I've tracked it before so I know exactly how much I'm going to have. So I'm going to build a taco and show you guys what it looks like. Alright guys, so this is what one taco looks like. So I have the lean ground beef, the plain yogurt as the sour cream replacement, onion, pico, and then I'm just going to eat like this. And I also have a lemon slice, so I'm going to put some lemon juice on this. And of course have it with some Tabasco sauce. Alright you guys, next on the list I have 1 serving of these baked flamin' hot Cheetos. And then I'll see you when I have my next thing. Okay, so I'm really full, so I'm not gonna have a Skinny Cow ice cream, but I'm going to hit those macros tomorrow. I'm just gonna add on X amount of carbs for tomorrow, but I'll tell you guys my numbers for today. So I hit 200 carbs, 42 fat, 108 protein. My carb goal was 234. My fat goal was 48. I hit 42. My protein goal was 113. I hit 108. So I'm gonna make up the macros for my fats and my carbs tomorrow. I'm just gonna have a higher macro day tomorrow, and that's perfectly fine. And yeah, you guys, that was the full day of eating. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give this video a like. Subscribe if you have not. I have till mid-June-ish, till this summer shredding is over. And yeah, you guys, see you on the next one. Peace.
There are stains on your photo, little cracks on your rusty frame, stuck in the mud, oh, but it's okay.